Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is Rendog coming at ya in another Minecraft episode from the HermitCraft server. We're kicking things off today from the Valley of Tatooren, where slowly but surely our new Star Wars inspired base plans are starting to take shape. From the oil refinery squid farm to our humble Tatooren desert hut, and of course, the massive TIE Fighter Hanger Bay we're currently working on, we're really starting to cook with some gas out here on the edge of the hermit-infested jungle, my dudes. Now, I'm hoping to make some serious progress in today's episode on two of the biggest projects we've got out here in the valley. Starting with this hole in the ground that we've been trying to transform into a TIE Fighter Hanger Bay, and then moving on to a brand new project for us on the edge of the valley's cliffs a little later on. I'm super excited about that one, by the way, because the plan is to construct an enormous Jawa Sandcrawler inspired build that is going to become the official concrete making factory for our Tatooren base. But more on that a bit later. First things first though, I'd like to do a bit more work on the hangar, which is a build I almost gave up on last week. You see, I messed up the original dimensions of the circle, and if it wasn't for Grian who came over and helped fix it, I probably wouldn't have got this project back on track. Since then though, I've spent much of my time this week working on this bad boy, and as you can see, it's really starting to come together rather nicely. Now I can't tell a lie though, this build has been one heck of a grind and pretty painful to work on. The biggest challenge for me has been trying to figure out how to build diagonal hangar bays into the sides of this freaking pit. And as this is the first time I have ever worked with diagonals in Minecraft, it's been rather frustrating trying to figure it all out. We also did some more work on integrating the hangar pit into the environment this week on stream, and I'm pleased to announce that my creative juices for this project are once again a-flowing. And I can't wait to do a bit more work out here today so we can finally see the vision of this thing coming to life here in the Valley of Tatooren. Okay, enough dilly-dallying cyber-digging dogs, let's get down to some proper grindage here in the pit, shall we? First off though, I need to repair my tools and gather some resources for today, and then it's hangar building time, baby! Our first stop, as always, is to check profits over at the GG blimp that we made in the previous episode, and I'm pleased to announce, my fellow Bigger Logs Incorporated employees, profits have been a-flowing since we magentified this bad boy. 2 stacks and a smidge of diamonds this week, oh baby. It looks like supporting Stress Monster for Mayor is turning out to be quite profitable for us. Nice! You know what, my dudes, I'm actually kind of curious to see how much profit we've actually made selling logs so far in Season 7, and I've been storing most of them down in the vaults of the Bigger Logs Incorporated head office. Oh baby, even despite some serious setbacks so far in the season, we've managed to accumulate 55 diamond blocks of log profits. That is absolutely beautiful. And you know what, I think we should treat ourselves with a bit of shopping today, my friends. I've been told that there is a brand new beacon shop available in the shopping district, and as we're going to be working on the hangar bay today, a brand new beacon is exactly what the doctor ordered. And from what I've been told, the beacon shop is somewhere around Azuma's rock area, and yep, there it is. Absolutely amazing. 7 diamond blocks for a full beacon kit and a shulker box. That is an absolute bargain. Azuma, my dude, don't mind if I do. And a quick check-in on the mayoral poll. Looks like the beautiful Stress Monster has fallen behind False Symmetry and the Dog Catcher in the race for mayor. What the heck has happened, dudes? I did actually catch XP and BOO up to no good earlier this week, so I wonder if they had anything to do with this drop in numbers for Stress. Either way, this is not great news for us, and we can only hope the Emperor hasn't noticed yet, my dudes. And speaking of the Emperor, this week I decided to try and figure out who that crusty old man that's been haunting my dreams is. So I paid a visit to the wisest entity that exists in the known universe. That is, of course, Grumbot, the all-knowing mustache-wielding robot of knowledge. Now, as I understand it, to get the best answer out of Grumbot, you've got to ask the simplest question. And so this week, I approached the all-knowing entity Grumbot with the question, who is the Emperor? Asking this question also cost me a diamond, so I was hoping for a very decent response from Grummy, and, well, he came up with the answer to the question, who is the Emperor, with an old friend. An old friend? Really, Grumbot? I mean, what does that even mean? An old friend? I mean, I guess the Emperor is kinda old. Not sure if he's my friend, but unfortunately that was a pretty cryptic answer from Grummarino, so yeah. Thanks for nothing, you rusty pile of junk. Well, my dudes, the time has finally come for us to finish off this Hanger Bay build today, come hell or high freaking water. I've just got back from repairing my tools at the Enderman farm, collecting a ton of sandstone from the mining mesa and smelting it down into smooth sandstone, and we're now ready to put some serious grind into this never-ending pit project. Now, because this build is going to take me a few hours to complete, I thought we'd do something a bit special for today's time-lapse. I am extremely proud and excited to announce that we now have our very own custom-made time-lapse music that was written and produced by my very own IRL brother, Jono. He produced this track for me during his Twitch live streams and sent it over as a surprise gift. And guys, I gotta tell ya, I think we've now got the best time-lapse music in the game, baby. Oh, and as an interesting side note, my brother Jono also produced the music for the Mumbo for Mayor advert currently blasting all over the airwaves. Oh man, gotta tell you dudes, I'm the proudest older brother on the planet right now, man. Anyway, Jono produces all this music in real time on his Twitch stream, so if you're up for watching an incredibly talented professional musician produce hits live on the daily, make sure to follow him on Twitch to catch his live streams. I'll put a link to his channel in the description box below. But, my fellow Ren Troopers, without any further ado, let's fire up this building time-lapse of the Hanger Bay and enjoy the YouTube premiere of our shiny new fast-forward music written by our very own IRL brother, Jono. And there we have it, my fellow Rent Troopers. The TIE Fighter Hanger Bay is 99% complete and looking amazing, in my opinion. And on top of that, we've now also got a bop that absolutely smacks for future time-lapses in the series. Best time-lapse music in the game, baby. Thank you, Jono. Now, finishing off the Hanger Bay pit is not the only bit of awesomeness that's happened in the Valley of Tatooren this week, my dudes. A few days ago, I popped over to the base of Wells to deliver a gift of free logs on behalf of Bigger Logs Incorporated to welcome him back to Season 7. And to my surprise and delight, Wells insisted on paying 1 diamond per stack for the logs that I gave him and delivered the cash money to us via a rather jazzy looking Star Wars speeder that's parked itself just outside our Tatooren hut. Very cool. And you know what, guys? It makes me really happy to see that our new base is bringing out the love of Star Wars in our fellow hermits. And yeah, that was very kind of Wells to throw some bling blangs in our general direction for the free loggage we gave him. So thank you, Wells, and welcome to Season 7, my dude. Cyber diggity dogs from all over the world. I gotta be 100% honest with you right now. This Hanger Bay project has been one of those Minecraft builds that you're super happy to complete, but at the same time, super happy to never have to work on again. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, guys. Getting this Hanger Bay to this point has been one of the greatest challenges that I have faced so far in HermitCraft. These diagonals have been killing me for the last week or so, guys. It's even resulted in me taking a few more days than normal to get this episode out. My goodness, guys, I am so glad I don't have to build any of these stupid diagonals again. But I gotta say, man, I am very, very happy with how this is turning out now. It really is coming together. It still needs a bunch of detail. We still need to dig out the remaining hangar bays down here too. But as far as the bulk of this project is concerned, we've done it. We've got the TIE Fighter in here. We've got a beautiful circular hangar bay with diagonal walls and pillars and all sorts of epic things down here. And oh man, it feels so amazing to look down into this pit and see that vision we had many weeks ago coming to life in the Valley of Tatooren. I mean, is there any greater feeling in this wonderful game of Minecraft? I think not. But dudes, I do not want to work on this for 1 minute longer this week. It has taken over my life and I'm very keen to move on to something else today. And that something else is going to be, well, it's gonna be another mega project in the Valley of Tatooren. I mean, that's how we're rolling out here, guys, okay? We're gonna make a massive hangar bay over there. The next thing that we make's gotta be massive too. And as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of prep work out here. I've got all of the resources we're gonna need for the next project gathered. And the idea is we're gonna transform this horrible looking concrete machine into a Tatooren Sandcrawler from Star Wars. And, well, I just have to show you what it looks like in creative because it's going to be absolutely amazing. Take a look at this. So, my dudes, welcome back to my creative test world where the madness is continuing as we move from one mega project over to another. We're inside the belly of our next big build in the Valley of Tatooren, and as you can see, it's gonna be an absolute monster. Over there in the belly of the beast is the Mumbo Jumbo concrete maker that we made last episode, and as you can see, it is entirely dwarfed by this giant monstrosity that we're going to be throwing up over the next couple of episodes. This, my friends, is going to be our Jawa Sandcrawler build out in the Valley of Tatooren, and it's going to become our concrete maker, our concrete factory for the season. And well, we just have to go pretty far out to get a full idea of how massive this build is going to be. Take a look at that bad boy, guys. Doesn't it look absolutely amazing? Oh, jeez. I'm actually very scared of this project, though. It is so huge. I've never made anything like this in Minecraft before. I have no idea if I can even do this, but if I could make it in creative, I guess I could make it in vanilla. So that's the thinking that I'm using, and well, my favorite part of this entire build are the wheels. I think they look so sweet, and I tell you what, guys, we're gonna have to ease our way into this project because it's a big one, and I think to kick things off, we should probably get started on those wheels. That's probably one of the most complicated parts of the build, and, well, if we can do this build one step at a time, we should be able to get it finished. Well, that's the theory anyway. Okay, so while I kick this project off and get started on these amazing wheel designs for our Sandcrawler, I do want to talk a little bit more about this project. From a lore perspective, in Star Wars, the creatures that drive this massive machine are called Jawas, and they are traders. They sell stuff to, well, anybody who's willing to buy it from them. So with that in mind, our Jawa Sandcrawler has arrived here on the edge of the Tatooren Cliffs to sell us all the concrete that we're going to need to create our mega base here in the valley. Of course, Jawas never do anything for free, and they do expect some pretty hefty payment for their services, so at some point we're going to have to trade something pretty valuable with the Jawas to get all the concrete that we require, but yeah, we can't get to that before the Sandcrawler itself is built. All of that nerdy Star Wars lore aside though, my dudes, I'm actually super hyped about this as a Minecraft project because, as I said, I've never made anything like this, and from what we have seen in the exclusive preview, this Sandcrawler is going to look amazing here on the cliffs of Tatooren. Oh, and before I forget, I need to give credit where credit is due. As much as I'd love to claim that I built this entire Sandcrawler from scratch straight out of my own brain, that is certainly not the case. I took a lot of inspiration for this build from some really great maps that I found on Planet Minecraft. There was one map in particular made by a player called Space Eddie, and it is absolutely amazing. If you're a Star Wars fan and you want to see some Star Wars stuff in Minecraft, guys, check out the link in the description box below. He's done amazing work bringing Star Wars to life in Minecraft, and I used a lot of inspiration from his Sandcrawler build to make our own Sandcrawler here on the HermitCraft server. So a big shout out to Space Eddie from Planet Minecraft for his amazing Star Wars Tatooine map. It is really awesome and a great source of inspiration for me. So thank you very much, Eddie, for all your hard work on that map. It is absolutely awesome. If you guys want to check it out, link in the description box below. Well, my fellow Ren Troopers from all over the world, it's been quite a week out here in the Valley of Tatooren. So much progress made and so much time spent preparing this episode. Guys, thank you so very much for being patient and waiting for this one to come out. I'm very proud of what we've achieved here on the server this week. The Hanger Bay looking amazing, and our Sandcrawler starting to take shape on the cliffside there. It's going to be magnificent when it's done, right? It's going to be looming over the valley and bringing us all of the concrete we're going to need to start working on our mega base in the next few episodes. Just finished off working on the wheels of this sucker. They're looking absolutely beautiful, and I got to use blast furnaces for the first time in my life in Minecraft, although I'm just using them as decoration blocks here, and I think they are very awesome in this build, right? They add an awesome sort of mechanical look to these wheels, along with these grindstones. These giant tracks are looking absolutely magnificent, and we are now ready to start working on the actual body of the Sandcrawler, but that's going to have to wait for another episode, guys, because that is going to be one heck of a project, and I'm going to do my best to get the next episode out to you guys a little bit quicker. I know this one took a little bit long, but we had lots to do out here. I really wanted to get the hangar done. I wanted to get the wheels done so we can get inspired for the Sandcrawler, and dudes, I'm very, very pleased with how the valley is turning out. Not so pleased with the answer we got from Grumbot. Don't know what an old friend means, and we still need to figure out who the Emperor is, guys. Any ideas? Hit me up in the comment section below. But for now, guys, I think that is going to do it from me here on the HermitCraft server. Really hope you have enjoyed the episode, and if you have, you know what to do, baby. You smack that like button like a nobody's business. And if you haven't subscribed yet, well, I don't know what you're freaking doing. Smack that subscribe button like there is no tomorrow. And my beautiful friends from all over the world, we will smell you all in the next episode.